Have you ever experienced criticism or hurt? If you haven't, congrats, you obviously live in another planet. The rest of us mortals have to cope with criticism and unpleasant remarks as a normal part of life. So do not worry, my friends, for there are approaches of dealing with difficult circumstances with poise and assurance. I'm going to give some suggestions for dealing with hurtful or critical people in this video without losing your cool. I understand your possible response: why bother with this nonsense? But let me tell you, it's crucial to develop your ability to take criticism since it may help you become a better person. What doesn't kill you, as the saying goes, just makes you stronger. And some of your critics would want nothing more than to see you fail. But don't worry, with a little bit of know-how, you can deal with the doubters in an expert manner. Understanding the motivation behind criticism may help you avoid a lot of grief and self-doubt, though I realize it's easier said than done. It's like attempting to solve a mystery. You need to piece everything together and gather information to determine who is responsible. Yet unlike a mystery, the stakes are higher since your self-worth is at risk. Don't give up just yet, even if you feel like a punching bag or under assault. Criticism might occasionally serve as a wake-up call that you really need to hear. Even though it's never pleasant, it's essential if we want to develop and get better. On the other hand, if someone is criticizing you out of envy or malice, it says more about them than it does about you. Thus, resist letting other people's negativity get to you. If you want to know if the criticism is intended to assist or hurt you, trust your instincts and apply your intuition. And keep in mind that, in the end, only you have the knowledge of what is best for you. I see where you could be feeling a bit uneasy right about now. We need to examine how we personally respond to criticism. When someone criticizes us, it's common to feel protective or offended, but it's crucial to identify when those feelings are impeding our development. We may become so preoccupied with our personal emotions that we fail to notice the wider picture. Therefore, step back and attempt to view the situation differently. Do you believe this critique to be accurate? Although admitting our mistakes is not always simple, it is an essential step if we want to improve. If the critique is accurate, consider what you can do to improve. Use the criticism as inspiration to improve yourself and turn the bad into a good. Nonetheless, remember to care for yourself during the procedure. It's critical to put your own needs first and avoid letting criticism win you over. Keep in mind that you are strong and able to handle whatever that comes your way. Now, let's talk about how to communicate effectively when confronted with hurtful criticism. When we get harmful criticism, our natural reaction may be protective or even hostile. Nonetheless, responding calmly is critical in order to preserve good relationships and foster personal growth. We demonstrate our willingness to listen to comments and explore alternative points of view by reacting gently. When we maintain our calm, we are better able to think clearly and respond in a useful and helpful manner. So, how should we respond calmly to harmful criticism? Take a deep breath and wait before reacting. This allows us to analyze our feelings and organize our thoughts before speaking. Another method is to utilize I statements rather than you ones. This moves our attention away from the other person and into our own thoughts and experiences. By respectfully expressing our own points of view, we can establish a safe environment for discourse and avoid escalating the issue. Finally, exercising empathy and compassion might help us respond to unpleasant criticism calmly. We may respond with kindness and understanding if we examine the other person's point of view and comprehend their intentions. Some comments to make to the person critiquing you. 1. I understand. Instead of reacting defensively or angrily to someone who hurts or criticizes you, responding with, I understand, can demonstrate empathy and a willingness to see the situation from their perspective. This can help to de-escalate the situation and create a more productive dialogue. 2. Please elaborate. Rather than getting defensive or shutting down in response to criticism or hurtful comments, asking the other person to elaborate can help to clarify their concerns and open up a more constructive conversation. This shows that you are willing to listen and engage with their feedback, which can help to diffuse any tension or conflict. 3. I appreciate your honesty. Even if the criticism or hurtful comments are difficult to hear, responding with, I appreciate your honesty, can show that you value the other person's perspective and are willing to consider their feedback. This can help to create a more positive and productive conversation, and may even encourage the other person to be more constructive in their criticism going forward. Let me tell you, setting boundaries in response to receiving some hurtful comments may be a genuine challenge. I mean, on one hand, you don't want to come across as a pushover, right? On the other side, you don't want to go nuclear and give in to the criticism. So, what exactly is the deal? The idea is to establish a balance that works for you and explain it to whoever is criticizing you. You can't let them walk all over you like a doormat, but you can't also fling insults at them like a hot potato either. It's critical to set clear limits, but do so in a polite and level-headed manner. You don't want to burn bridges or come across as a sour grape. So take a big breath, state your truth confidently, and retain your calm. After all, no one wants to be constantly trapped in a pressure cooker. Listen up, people, you don't have to do it alone when it comes to dealing with negative comments. It's all right to reach out and seek for help, and there are plenty of individuals who can act as a crutch when you need it the most. First and foremost, try speaking with a trusted friend or family member. They know you like the back of their hand and can lend a sympathetic ear as well as some much-needed perspective. But, if you believe you require more expert assistance, don't be hesitant to contact a therapist or counselor. They are trained to assist you in working through difficult circumstances and can provide you with some practical strategies to deal with criticism like a champ. And, hey, there's no shame in seeking out to a crisis hotline or support group if you're feeling really bad. These people are available to get you out of a jam, and they will not judge you for asking for assistance. Understand that asking help is not a sign of weakness. It's a show of strength and tenacity, and it's the first step back to feeling like yourself. I hope you're enjoying the video so far and finding the information helpful. I wanted to take a moment to let you know that I have other videos on my channel that cover related topics which you might find useful. If you're looking to be more assertive in your interactions with others, I highly recommend checking out my video on assertive communication, in which I provide tips and strategies for communicating your needs and boundaries effectively without coming across as aggressive or passive. I have a video on how to stop caring what other people think. In this video, I share practical techniques for overcoming the fear of judgment and criticism, so you can live your life more authentically and confidently. I have a video on how to cultivate a positive attitude. In this video, I discuss the benefits of having a positive outlook, and share specific actions you can take to shift your perspective and focus on the good in your life. You will find the links in the description for those videos. Friends, it's time to put these suggestions into practice if you've been coping with hurtful criticism and want to start setting some boundaries. I am aware that doing anything new might be intimidating and that you may feel as though you are moving slowly. But be assured, you can handle this. Let go of the chains that are holding you back because of your anxieties. Remember, you're not alone in this, and there are plenty of people out there who are rooting for you like a cheerleader. Hence, exhale deeply, seize the bull by the horns, and fire. Even while it might not be simple, with experience, it will become simpler. And hey, it's alright if you make a few mistakes along the road. The fact that we all make errors is what makes us human. So go ahead and give these suggestions a try to see how they work. You could surprise yourself and emerge from the experience stronger. Hotshot, you've got this.